Hi everyone, welcome to Expert Technology. I'm Mahmouda Saeedi. I'm a technical trainer. Today we are going to learn the introduction to Java. Generally, every student has a question in their mind: why need to learn Java? Why not any other language? Right? So the answer for this is like Java is one of the oldest, most popular language in the world. And Java ranked third in the list of popular technologies. Currently, 9 million developers are using Java and also runs around 7 billion devices. Because Java is a base technology for other applications to be built on. So let us learn in this session what you'll be learning is the introduction to OOPS concept and what is Java, and the features of Java. How many features do we have in Java? JDK and JVM. What is JDK and JVM? And the software installation steps and introduction to IDE. So let's begin. Object-oriented programming. OOPS stands for object-oriented programming. Earlier we had a procedure-oriented programming. In that program is divided into small parts, which we call it as a functions. But in the object-oriented programming, program is divided into small parts called as object. As you can see in the diagram, object that contain both data as well as functions. And it has number of features available like object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulations. Let us see each and every feature one by one. So, object. What is object? Anything in front of you lying, it's nothing but an object. So I say like an object is an entity that has a state, behavior, and identity. State means data, behavior means functionality, identity means unique ID. For example, there are so many objects I have kept in the example. You can see there's a table as an object, fan is an object, pen is an object, and motorbike and your keyboard. Anything in front of you, it's considered as an object. Now, for example, let us take an example of a pen. So pen is an object with these attributes like state, behavior, and identity. What is the state of a pen? That is solid, right? And what's the behavior? Why do we use pen? We use for writing purpose. The same. Now, what is its identity? In a shop, if you go and buy a pen, this same kind of pen, there are many available, isn't it? So how do you differentiate one pen to another? So while manufacturing, they'll create one ID. If you see there is a manufacturing ID in the pen, it'll be there. So that is an identity for an object. For example, like each of us having an Aadhaar card, that is our identity, right? Aadhaar card number, it's different from one another. So to differentiate one another objects, it has its own identity. I hope it is clear now. So the next topic is your class. Class is a group of similar objects. We call it as a class. Like a blueprint from which you can create an individual object. For example, car is a class having an attributes, color, engine, brakes. All these are all available. That's a template or a blueprint. Now there are a number of objects can be created using this class like polo car, mini car, beetle car. These are all the objects. So I can say like group of similar object, we call it as your class here. Is it? Next, encapsulation. It's a wrapping up of your data into your single unit. So you can also say it's a process of combining a data members and functions into a single unit. We call it as class. So the advantage of using encapsulation is like it prevents access to the data directly. When it's like for security reason we use this, access is provided through only the functions. You don't want to display all the things to every user, right? You will hide something. The same here. For example, capsule is the best example for encapsulation. Like in the capsule, we take usually capsule for if you are sick, right? But we don't know what is the content inside that capsule. Doctor will prefer us and we will take it. And we will be all right, but we are not aware what is there, right? So this is like encapsulation is a wrapping up of your methods and the variables in a single unit, right? So this is the best example for your encapsulation. I hope it is clear now. So the next topic is your abstractions. The process of hiding certain details and showing only essential information to the user. So it is going to show only the necessary features to the user. For example, as you can see in the example, ATM machine is the best example for abstraction. Like ATM machine, when you go, you have an instructions how to use this ATM machine. That is a essential information, like how to operate this ATM machine. We put a PIN number, we'll withdraw the amount, we will deposit, or we'll do transactions. But we are not aware how the money is coming and how the transaction is happening behind it, right? So that is hidden from the user. So like many of the we play games we have an instructions to play the game, but we don't know how the game has been developed, what is the coding part and all, we are not aware. So that is what we call it as an abstraction. And the next is your inheritance. Inheritance is one object acquire all the properties and behavior of a parent object. The best example is parent and child relationship. Like the child will inherit the properties and the behavior of a parent class, right? Parents, and it provides code reusability. Like for example, one of the example here I have given as mobile. There are different types of mobiles are available. Different versions keep coming, right? Like Samsung, Nokia, iPhone. Like they'll be keep adding new features and releasing the new version, right? It's like for iPhone 12, right? Now in the market, how did they create that phone? They took the existing one and added some more additional features and released the new version. So this concept we call it as inheritance. I hope it is clear. Polymorphism. The next topic is polymorphism. Ability of an object to take more than one form. We call it as polymorphism. Means one task is performed in a different ways. For example, like one method which is a speak. Speak is a method where all the different people speak. Like people speak in English, and the other like your dog, duck, and cat in different their own language they speak, right? Means one more example of a polymorphism is like one person behaving in a many ways. Like I'm teaching you, right? As I'm trainer, I'm teaching you as I'm going to behave like a mother for my daughter, and as I'm going to behave like a wife for my husband. So this is like one person does polymorphism. So the next topic is Java. What is Java? Java is a popular programming language created in 1995. It's popular, high-level, robust, object-oriented, and secure programming language. It is owned by Oracle and more than 3 billion devices runs on Java. It's developed by Sun Microsystem, now the subsidiary of Oracle. And James Gosling is the father of Java. This is the person who introduced Java. And it is used for mobile application, desktop applications, web applications, gaming application, and much more. Okay, there are a number of features of Java available. Okay, let us see one by one. First is your object-oriented programming. Java supports all object-oriented features like object, class, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. And next is Java is very simple programming. Java is very easy to learn and its syntax is simple, clean, and easy to understand. Okay, and third, secure. Java is best known for security. With Java, we can develop virus-free system. Java is secure because there is no explicit pointer concept. And it's platform independent. So because it's different from other language like C, C++, which are compiled into platform-specific machine. But in Java is a write once, run everywhere language. And a platform is nothing but the hardware or a software environment in which a program is going to run. But Java provides software-based platform. And Java is robust, means strong. It uses strong memory management, and there is a lack of pointers that avoids security problems here. And it's portable. As you know, Java is portable because it facilitates you to carry the Java bytecode to any platform, and it does not require any kind of implementations. And Java is architectural neutral because there are no implementation dependent features are available. And it's dynamic. It supports all dynamic class loading. It means classes are loaded on demand. And Java supports dynamic compilation and automatic memory management. And it's interpreter language. It facilitates you to carry the Java bytecode to any platform. It does not require any kind of implementations. And high performance Java is faster than any other traditional interpreted programming language because Java bytecode is close to your native code. And multi-threaded, a thread is like a separate program. It is executing concurrently and it shares a common memory area. Java supports multi-threading also. And you're distributed. Java is a distributed programming language because it facilitates user to create distributed kind of applications in Java. So these are all the features of Java. Let us see now what is JDK. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. It is an acronym for Java Development Kit. The Java Development Kit is a software development environment which is used to develop Java applications and applets. It consisting of JRE. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment plus your development tools. As you can see in this diagram, JDK having two things, JRE, and inside the JRE you will have JVM and set of libraries and other files. And it consisting of development tools like Java C. Java C is used for compiling your Java program. And JVM is an interpreter which is used to run your Java program. It's a virtual machine. So JVM is a virtual machine. It's an abstract machine. It's a specification that provides a runtime environment in which Java bytecode can be executed here. So JVMs are available for many hardware and software platforms like JVM, JRE, and JDK are platform dependent because the configuration of every operating system is different from each other. It means like if I'm using Windows 7 operating system, my JVM is a JVM I have to install, and if I'm using Mac or a Linux operating system, I have to must install your JVMs. Your Java program is write once, run everywhere. It's portable, but not the JVM. JVM is platform dependent. Java program is platform independent, and it can run in any of the operating system. The JVM performs the following main task here. The loading a class. It loads all the classes necessary for execution of your program and verifies your code. The bytecode verifier, we say it. The code will stick onto the JVM specification and does not violate any system integrity. And interpreter, it executes your code here. An interpreter is a program which executes your instruction written in high-level language here. Now let us see how to install your JDK. Okay, how to install the software to write our program and execute our program. You need to download the JDK installer from the Oracle website. If you search JDK in Google, you'll get it. And either there is a link I have provided for you. If you click this link, it will take you directly to your website, Oracle website, where you can download it and run that particular JDK installer. and install the JDK. And at the end, you need to set the path here. Okay, this is the page where the JDK you will find here. The latest version is Java SE 15. Here you can see there is an Oracle JDK. There is a download option available. Click onto this. It will take you to the downloadable file. So you can see there are all the different operating system JDK is given here, where whichever the operating system are using. If you're using Linux, download this. If you're using Mac, you download this. If you're using your Windows, you can download. See, there are two files that are available. One is your exe file, another is a zip file. So here also you have two files. Wherever you have a zip file, if you download this, it'll be in the zip format. You just need to extract that in a specific location. That's it. The installation is that's it. But in the exe file, I have already downloaded and kept in my system. My system is Windows 10 operating system I'm using right now. So see, I have downloaded the exe and kept it. Let us show you how you're going to do. Right click the installer, double click it, and it will start installing. I have already installed this JDK 15. It'll show me whether do you really want to install it again. It'll ask me. So it'll first, if I say yes, it'll remove the previous. See, the software has already been installed on your computer. You like to reinstall, I'll give yes here. So you can see the steps, what all the step you need to do. First it'll remove and then it'll start install the application for you. It'll take little time. If you're installing for the first time, it will be very faster. See, the window has come. You just need to do next, and you need to choose the location, the proper location where you want to install. By default, it choose C program file Java JDK 15. If you want to change, you can change it. Next, I'm installing in the same location. And it will copy and extract all the files in that particular folder, and it will finish the installation. This is a very simple way to install your JDK. To compile our Java program, we need to do this. See, it is finished. So let us see. We'll see where exactly it has been installed. Go to your program files, go to your Java. You can say JDK 15. As you can see, there are so many JDKs I have installed. Yes, of course, you can install multiple Java development kits in your machine. But make sure that if you're installing the older version, after the higher version, it will not do the installation. First, always install the lower version, then the higher version. So the reverse order may not work. Okay, but you can have multiple JDKs inside your machine. So in JDK 15, the bin directory, we need to save our program and execute it, right? So let us see how we are going to do that. Installation is completed. Now setting the path environment variables. This is how you need to download it. And after the installation is complete, delete the downloadable file to recover the disk space. Now why do we need path need to be set here? So let me show you the path setting command. First, after writing a program, I'll show you the steps. Okay, first I need to show you the first Java program we are going to write because our software has been installed. Now we can execute our program. So this is my first Java program. You can see we need to write our program by using class keyword, and this is a sample name of your class. Open your bracket, close your bracket. And there is a main method called public static void main. So usually in your CC programming, we write hash include stdio.h and there is a main. Here in Java, everything will right inside the class because Java is object-oriented programming. That's why your Java program always begins with the class, and inside even your main method also are available inside the class. Public means it is accessible everywhere. Static means this method should not create an instance. It should be accessible without creating an instance. Also, we will discuss in the next classes. Void is a return without returning any value. It's not returning any value, and the main is a function where the program execution begins, and it has a string arguments. This is an arguments which is by default passing the string argument. This is the syntax string where multiple characters can be passed here, and this one println method is there. It's just like this work like a printf method in your C programming. Like system is a class, out is an object of a print stream class, and print means print in the same line, ln means print in the next line. So welcome to expert technology. So let us see how do we do that. First we'll open your notepad. Let me show you this program in the notepad, and then I'll show you how to set the path. After that, I'll like what is the need of setting a path. Okay, class sample and my main method public static void main and your string arguments. And I'm writing your statement, just a simple print statement, which is consisting of just print statement elements. Welcome to Expert Technologies. I hope it is. Okay, now how to save this program? You need to save your program with the same class name what you have here. I'm going to save my program. I'm copying Java example. In one of the folder I'm saving sample.java. Okay, save. I've saved my program in one folder called sample.java example in D drive. But my software has been installed in your C drive, isn't it? But I should have saved the program in this. So here I don't want to save the program in the same location where my compiler is installed. I'm saving in different location. So how do I compile this program? So you open your command prompt here. Okay, I need to move on to this particular directory first. So I'll just keep D:. I'll change the directory. Okay. Now here to compile your program, first you need to set the path. Why do I need to set the path? Because my JDK is installed in C drive. I'm saving my file in D drive. So the set path command, the path, how do you set? Set path equal to the location where your JDK has been available. C program files, Java, JDK and bin. And put the semicolon at the end. It should always put semicolon at the end. It is mandatory. Now if you give just path, you can see the path has been set for you to compile your Java program. To compile your Java program, you're going to use your Java C compiler. Java C and the name of your Java program, sample.java. See, if you compile it, it'll create one class file, as you can see the class file here. Okay. Now how do you run your program? Java sample. This is a run. You can see welcome to Expert Technology. So why do I need to set the path? Because if I'm going to save my program in different location, I need to set the path. So every time if I close my command prompt, the path will be no more. I have to once again set the path here, right? So that's the reason to set the path permanently. We have an option. What is an option here? Go to your environment variables. Edit the system environment variables. It'll come. You can see environment variables. Click onto this. You can give new variable name. You can give it as path. Now the location where your JDK has been installed. Copy this location and paste here and put semicolon. We have created one path here, right? So this is JDK 15 path I have created. This is, I have set this is a JDK 1.8.0. Now once again, let me open my command prompt. Now you can see, just give path. You can see at the end, it will be like your Java JDK 15 pin. This is the permanent setting path. Every time you need not to type this set path command. Okay, this is temporarily we are setting, and this is permanently we set the path here. I hope it is clear, right? Okay. So here you go. We finished our first Java program. Now we'll see how to install your Eclipse. Eclipse editor. Eclipse is an IDE, integrated development environment, to compile your Java program and to execute your Java program. Just now we saw one method, that is using your notepad and command prompt. Now you can download the Eclipse from this particular website. I'll just click this. You need to install Eclipse, simply unzip your downloadable file into a directory of your choice. The same thing. You have exe version also. You have your zip file also. If you have a zip file, you just need to copy paste into the location. If you're using your exe file, you can extract it. Then next option, it will ask you to where to install in your machine. You can install that. I have already installed in my machine. In my E drive, I have installed this Eclipse. Okay, and now I'm just trying to open. You try to install this in your machine. I've just extracted in this particular folder. This is the Eclipse ID 2018 and 09 version. I'll show you one program on Eclipse, also the same program, simple program on your Eclipse. So how to execute it in Eclipse IDE. You'll have a different idea. You'll get an idea the difference between your notepad and command prompt and an Eclipse. Here you can go to your file, new project, new Java project. If you don't find any option here, you can go to other option, and then here you'll find the Java project and choose next. This is my first Java project. And I'm creating it. Next, I'm choosing the JDK, and I'm not selecting anything in this particular section. Just finish it. As you can see, the Java project has been created. Now right click, new Java class. So this is my first Java program. Okay, and you can see there is a which method to be selected, public static void main. So by default, all your Java program is inherited with java.lang.object class. So just finish this. As you can see, automatically the code has been generated. Whatever the code we wrote in the notepad, it's the same code it is given. We just need to do right click and create the project. And here I'm going to type a message. System is a class, out is an object. As you can see in the Explorer, it is showing you all the methods. Whatever the methods I'm typing, it is coming down here, you can see. So with the explanation, it will ask you like the documentation is installed here in this Eclipse ID. By default, when you install Eclipse, it will come that all those things. And you can see with the meaning, print method, print ln method. And here I'm giving the message, welcome to Experts Technology. Semicolon is must in every statement to terminate, and this is like the comment line. Here we need to write the comment. This is a single line command to write. This will be like just to explanation. This is my first Java program to keep readable format. This will not give the compilation. error or something. This is a comment. Comments we write here in Java like this, single line comments. So now to execute this program, we need to right click the project, go to run as Java application. If you look at the output in the down, you can see in the console. Next time, if you do any modifications, you can run from here itself directly. You can see. Yeah, we completed the today's session. What all we learned is like we learned what is Java, what are the OOPS concepts, what are the features of OOPS concept like object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and what are the applications of Java. Java, lot of applications we can create it in using Java, like your mobile application, desktop applications, web applications, enterprise application, and scientific applications. And the difference between JVM and JDK, JDK is consisting of JVM, Java Development Kit, having JRE also inside that, and the JVM is a virtual machine where it used to execute your Java program. Interpreter is a machine. Interprets your is a program. Interpreter is a program that executes instruction written in your high-level language for execution purpose. And we saw installation of JDK, we saw installation of Eclipse editor, and the Eclipse IDE is the most commonly used IDE in the software industry now. There are so many different IDEs also available, and we saw how to do one simple Java program using Eclipse as well as your command prompt and notepad.